engage in blasphemy?
Stay off the weed.
I mean, my God! How much more can you stink?
Oh, I'm so excited to have Thomas on for this rousing round of spit take. Yeah, we've got some barn burners here, boys.
Those of you, you guys, some of you guys don't know, but like Thomas and I are like sworn enemies. Like we cannot agree on anything, it seems like. All we do is argue and fight. So I'm excited for this.
Yes. It's going to be wonderful. All right, so the first one, you want to start it off here, Taylor?
I'll start it off, yeah. So my big thing, hot take, spit take, I think sushi is disgusting. And I see people that will go, HEB is a store we have down here, but people will go to HEB. It's like, the less good version of Meijer, but they'll buy the sushi from there and they'll eat it. And it's just disgusting. I mean, I think that it's gross. It's raw fish. It seems to always be just like sitting out and it just doesn't look appetizing. But then even like if you want like good quality sushi, it's expensive. And it's like small little bits. It's like bite size. It's like fun size candy bars in terms of size. But the price is like you're buying a steak dinner. So I don't understand the allure of sushi. I mean, to me, I'd rather have like just rice and orange chicken, for goodness sakes. So I just think sushi is disgusting. Also, the taste. It's overrated in terms of the price and the taste. It's just not that good.
I enjoy sushi, but only if it's like vegetarian sushi or cooked meat.
Yeah, what did you say earlier? What did you say earlier, Joe? You said I only enjoy what is it? What kind of sushi?
Well, you could get
not
sushi
raw
that's
sushi.
Like, not raw sushi.
Yeah, so just like rice and vegetables.
It's a thing. They have like they'll put actual like cooked meat in sushi, or you get like fried like.
So you
sushi
don't like
rolls.
sushi. So you don't like sushi.
It's still called sushi. It's still called sushi on the menu. You can't argue with that.
See, it's not though. I mean, I guess in technicality only, but Taylor. So I've got a couple things for you. Number one, your subtle Texas flexes are noted.
Hold on. I said that it was slightly less good than Meijer.
No, hold on. No. Rewind to your first sentence of HEB, which is a store we have in Texas here. It's like every week I have to hear, I teach at Westlake High School.
My gosh.
Buddha and Gandhi,
chaps.
graduates of Westlake High School. Go Shaps.
Hey, Buddha he's valedictorian. He's valedictorian for us. Yeah.
Socrates,
Socrates.
aced physics, at Westlake High School.
Plato was a starting offensive lineman for Westlake Shaps.
But what I'm saying here with sushi is you're paying for the quality that you get. It's not like beef. It's not like, any other kind of land animal. This stuff deteriorates at a faster rate and needs to be farmed at a higher quality in order to command that price point. So like to your point, Taylor, with the expensiveness of the sushi, I'm willing to pay more for expensive sushi, just like I'm willing to pay more for higher grade steak.
I would rather go to Domino's, spend $12, get 2 medium pizzas, 2 topping. That's what I'd rather do.
That's because you're still a college kid at heart.
Also, Taylor, I think you meant to say Papa John's there. All right, next take here.
Papa John's, $12 gets me like half a slice from Papa John's. Okay.
All right. This is personal to me. I cannot stand the commentator Gus Johnson. He mostly does college football. Can't stand him. I actually kind of like Joe Buck, and I think Joe Buck is definitely better than Gus Johnson. I cannot stand Gus Johnson. Every time he calls a Michigan State game, he's always rooting for the other team, you can tell. And quite frankly, I have never understood the hate on Joe Buck. I think he calls a nice game. I think he, puts pauses in the right space of when a team wins a championship, the last thing you want to hear from the commentator is them commentating. You want them to leave space so you can watch the players enjoy their championship, all do that stuff, and that's what he does. I appreciate him. I'm fine with him. I don't mind him.
Joe, let me ask you a question. Do you like vanilla ice cream?
There's nothing wrong with vanilla ice cream.
Do you like tapioca pudding?
I don't think I've had tapioca pudding, Thomas.
Okay, Joe Buck is the vanilla ice cream, not vanilla bean, vanilla ice cream.
Like French vanilla? Is that what you're saying?
No, not even that. Like HEB store brand vanilla ice cream. He's fine. He does a great job. Gus Johnson brings the fuego, the queso to the call every time. Have you listened to the highlights of his college basketball when he was allowed to do March Madness?
I have not.
That is a disservice unto yourself.
Yeah, you're just uneducated.
Look,
man.
no, let me tell you this though. Whose voice is better? It's clearly Joe Buck's. No, Gus Johnson does not have an announcer voice. He just doesn't have it.
It's Joe Buck, like if you're in a lecture hall, but it's Gus Johnson. If you care about the game, it's Gus Johnson.
I will die on this hill that this is Joe Buck is better than Gus Johnson. That's the way I feel.
You need to watch those highlight reels and then get back to me on that.
All right, I'll see what I can do. All right, next up, the worst genre of music. Thomas,
I'll start.
Oh, you starting us out today? All right, let's
start.
hear it. Let's hear it.
I can't stand, and I have tried to listen to it. I really have, but like rap and hip hop, I just can't stand it, y'all. I can't. I've got kids that will send me like Spotify playlists sometimes of like, I'll ask them, hey, just like send me some music, and yeah, it's terrible. I can't stand it, and I know that it's ironic because this league's like name is like after a rap song.
Which, side note, I didn't find that out until literally like the beginning of this season. Anyway,
yeah, so like the fourth year. But yeah, I just can't stand it. I don't. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I can listen to anything. I really can't. I really am like a very picky music person. I'm not a picky eater, but I'm a very picky music person. But I can't listen to rap. Like if it's playing in a room, I'll just leave.
All right, Thomas, what do you think?
You know, I really can listen to almost anything. I can appreciate the musical value of...
Oh my gosh, so hoity-toity. Well, I'm a true artist, so yeah.
Well, Taylor, tell me about Kendrick Lamar, How Much a Dollar Cost.
I don't know what that is.
Go and listen to that song and then get back to me. But it's just like the messaging that you can have with the lyricism of the high-end hip-hop.
Oh my gosh,
now,
you're such a poet.
I'm not talking about your Shap Nation over there. Your kids who are into Lil Uzi Vert and all this mumble rap garbage.
Don't know what that is.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, don't listen to the kids. Listen to Pujan. If you want hip hop, listen to Pujan.
All right. Well, I'm telling you, I try it every time. So Pujan, if you're listening, man, just send me a Spotify playlist of what you got. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to like it. I just can't do it.
Well,
Joe, do you have one?
I think hands down, I'll be quick here because we're going to roll through these next ones. Hands down, country music is the worst music ever created.
Yeah, I don't like country, but
it's you can't tell me otherwise. It's terrible. I hate it. All right, Thomas, you have several hot takes or spit takes here for us. We're going to roll through some of these. Yeah, let's get started.
So my first one, I guess, is Kelsey, if you're listening. I have tried to allude to this all podcast. My first take is I believe that Kelsey will make the playoffs this year. I think that he is coming on fire. I think that he is, his team, the Atlanta Falcons, are gonna, really bring the heat in the second half of the year. Taylor's gonna be glad because he has Matt Ryan, but I think that Kelsey will sneak into the 6th seed this year and upset Evan. Sorry, Evan.
You think? Okay. Well, okay. My thing with this is like, look at the other teams. Okay, you're talking about him going up. He has 2 less wins than my team, than Antonio, not Antonio Brown, but AJ Brown's Brownies, whatever, AB's Brownies, and he's also got to take over Evan. Like, it's just not going to happen. I just think he's too far gone. Like, yeah, he might be lighting on fire, but he's just too soaking wet. It's not going to happen.
Anything can happen in fantasy. All right, how about your next one, Thomas?
This one is especially for Taylor. I think that Austin, Texas has an overrated food scene. We talk about Austin as a food mecca, but other than Mexican food and barbecue, like everything else is like second best. So to treat it as a top 2 food city in America is just a joke to me.
So who should be on this tier then?
New York.
Here we go, tiers again.
San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, Miami.
Traverse
I'll
City.
Even put Traverse City.
TC.
Hashtag
Minnesota, St. Paul.
Minnesota, the city of Minnesota.
Yeah.
The city of Minnesota.
Minneapolis, St. Paul. No, but I mean, I think that Austin is a bottom tier 1, borderline tier 2 food city.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not here saying that it's like better than New York. Well, first of all, New York is like 40 times the size and like 90 times the population. So I'm not going to sit here and compare it to New York and Los Angeles and Chicago. And it's very, very solid. It's very, very solid. I don't think anyone. You said, people are saying it's like the second bet. I don't know anybody that's saying that, but it's very, very good. Very, very good. You can't argue with that.
He's only saying that because he lives down there and he cooks down there and he loves to cook, so he's counting his food in with the total tally.
Absolutely. We got to have the draft down here, boys.
Yeah,
got to have the draft down here in Austin.
I'd be down for that. All right, Thomas, I have major problems with your next one here.
My next one here is that Kansas City has nothing on Memphis barbecue. Now, I have not been to Kansas City, so I can't speak directly. But
no, you have to pause. You have to stop. You have to stop right now. You have to stop right now. You can't have an opinion.
No, I've never had Kansas City barbecue, but I know it's not as good as Memphis. I've never had it,
but I think that this is worse than this.
Hold on, but
why am I holding? This is stupid. Oh, you're gonna act like a child now. Oh, they won't let me speak. So,
I'm waiting on you, Taylor.
What a teacher. I'll talk when you guys are silent.
All right, Thomas, you can talk. We're silent now.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this point here.
I've had barbecue sauce from Kansas City, and it has nothing on the barbecue food that I have received from Memphis, specifically Central Barbecue in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, now let me ask you a question here. When you think of barbecue,
you're ridiculous.
Now, when you think of barbecue, do you think the first thing you think of is, oh man, I wonder what sauce is on this? It's the meat. Like, that's barbecue. We're talking about the meat, dude. Like,
barbecue sauce is a condiment. Barbecue.
Thank you. It's an actual thing. Like, I get that the condiment is on the meat too, and that adds to the whole barbecue experience. But you can't tell me you're going to go and say that Memphis barbecue, because you've had everything. You've had the meat, you've had the sauce, you've had the sides, all of it in Memphis. You're going to go say, hands down, better than this one barbecue sauce that I've had in Kansas City. And mind you, I can go out and drive 5 minutes away, get to a barbecue place, and another 5 minutes, another place, and another one is like 10 minutes. Dude, you can go wherever you want here. Hands down, this place is better than anywhere else in the country. That's all.
I've never seen you get so heated. Oh my gosh.
Now, Joe, amount of barbecue places does not equal quality of barbecue places.
Well,
you're talking about like, oh, I can get to
crappy. You know about the quality because you've been here? You know about the quality? Oh, you're able to comment on the quality having never been here? Reading Yelp reviews does not mean that you're educated.
I've had Missouri barbecue. I've been to St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis is not Kansas City barbecue, though, right? Like, that's a very distinct. No, it's
Missouri
not.
is Missouri is Missouri.
It's a very distinct thing.
That is not true.
Kansas City barbecue is its own thing. Like, you got to understand that. Like, St. Louis barbecue is not anywhere close to Kansas City barbecue.
Sure it is.
Can I just hit the mute button on him? Can we move on?
All right, yeah, we got to move on because this oh man, this is getting heated here. All right, Thomas's next one. I'll read it. I'll get it out there for you, Thomas. I'll let you take a breather after this one because clearly what's coming out of your mouth
think on your sins there, Tom.
Not the truth. All right, MSU will be back competing for a Big Ten title within 3 years, says Thomas.
I say no because Ohio State exists.
Thomas?
I say competing because I think they'll be down to the last week with OSU with an upset special on deck.
I could see that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think I would agree with that. I guess when you phrase it as competing for a Big Ten title, I tend to think in the championship game. Whereas, like, the way you're talking is still trying to win the division. But I could see that. All right. I've got one here for both of you. Okay? And I think you're going to like this one. The Spartan Marching Band is hands down harder than Carolina Crown. All right, I don't think that's true.
Am I talking to Tim right now?
Thomas has never done it, so he is clearly the most eligible to have an opinion on this. So go ahead, take it, Tom.
I had to throw this one out there for Tim. I strongly disagree with this myself. But first, Thomas, I want to hear what you have to say about this.
Having never done one of them, then yeah, let's hear it.
Again, this is the same thing as the Kansas City barbecue, but we'll hear it. We'll listen to it.
I mean, do you want to talk first here, Taylor?
I'm giving you the floor.
Okay.
I'm trying to be quiet so you'll actually talk instead of, sitting there like my third grade teacher.
So, and this question is being sprung on me, so allow me to pontificate here. So, Tim, if you're listening, we've had many a discussion during Quintet about this. Overall, in terms of stamina, in terms of raw energy, in terms of amount of energy needed to complete the task, I would say that Carolina Crown is more difficult. Specifically, the year that was in discussion, which is my first year. Taylor, you don't know anything about this, bud. 2013, if you remember, Taylor, I got a ring from that year.
My gosh, I know.
You're on the same team here, and he's still throwing shade at you. All right, anyway.
So 2013 Carolina Crown. Getting through that opener is more difficult than the series. And I'll leave it at that.
I'm going to jump in here too. I agree that like drum corps is much harder than Spartan Marching Band, but I should say for our listeners who don't know what we're talking about, obviously Spartan Marching Band is the band for Michigan State. Carolina Crown is a drum corps, which is similar to a marching band. They compete all summer. It's all brass. It's all percussion, and color guards, pit. But I mean, it's a marching activity, right? Yeah, color guards. There's multiple color guards, just like there's multiple podcasts. But it's a marching art. We'll say that just for those that don't know. You can give a better explanation than me.
I just want to say there was a previous podcast that I was combing through for Taylor Drops, and it was brought up that Taylor was second place. I want to just bring up that he was in fact third place every year during his high school career at Rockford High School.
Yeah.
He was third place every year. And then at Carolina Crown, we didn't do any better in 2014. We were fifth. In 2015, he was the semifinal world champion. also known as the finals runner-up. In 2016, we were third place, and then his age out, his Horn Sergeant year, when he was in charge of the culture of the group, they were third place. So I think that third place is in his blood over there.
Yeah, and I'm the third band director at my school.
All right,
I'm also the third born here and my family.
Oh, gosh. Yep. Thomas, I'm going to let you take over this last one.
All right, so this last one, some of you might be aware of our brass quintet days. So we decided to do a separate power ranking, a brass quintet power ranking.
Joe, I gotta say this, when we brought up the idea, I thought it was hilarious, but Joe was like, yeah, let's do it, because Joe knows he's gonna be the number one.
I only do things if I know it's gonna be safe, Taylor.
Yeah, he's like, well, my ego really needs this.
All right, take it away, Thomas.
So, according to Taylor, we have to do all of the trombone players.
No, you did. I know. That is according to... I voted for no. I do not want to be included. I was in it for like 6 hours.
Okay, so the just the lock at number 5. I'm going to go Taylor on trombone. Just not enough experience.
Is this the trombone rankings only?
You are the conglomerate trombone rankings. So not enough experience, not enough time on the instrument to put us over the top.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm gonna go Tim. Sorry, Tim. You spent too much time buying soccer cleats.
Oh, no.
And other matters not affecting the group. Number 3, I'm going to go Pooj.
Oh!
No, he got him.
Ego! He got an ego!
He's got that trumpet player ego.
Pooj, I love you. I love you like a brother, but I'm the first trumpet here. Okay? Second, I'm going to go myself. Just comparing me to Pooj. Superior musician. Check. Superior technical player. Check. Now, Pooj has the overall range on me. Yes. Pooj has the overall multiple tonguing speed. Debatable. Okay? But when we're talking about pure, unadulterated musicianship and just ability on the trumpet, I got to take myself in this one. So I'm going to put myself second, and then just, it's not fair. I'm going to put number 1, Brandon Ridenauer.
He was there for 3 times, and he still eclipsed me for number 1. I love it.
All right, Joe, give us yours. Come on, we got to hear it.
Oh, you got to hear mine, too?
Yeah, come on, Joe.
I'm going to pass.
No, Joe, you can't pass.
All right. I'm all right. My number 5 player is myself. We got a lot of work to do here.
Oh my gosh! Please stop.
Lots of practicing to do. We're not nearly where we want to be. We've seen some progress over the years, but got a lot of work to do here. All right, boys, we gotta wrap this sucker up. It's oh man, Thomas, that was too fun with your power rankings. I would love to hear just more power rankings of you in general. We'll save it for next time. How about that? We'll do that.
He's a bad man.
Are you about to engage in blasphemy?
Stay off the weed.
I mean, my God. How much more can you stink?